Oh, you all really know how to make a girl feel worshipped and adored. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and travelers to another exciting episode of Dungeons and Dating. For those who don't know me, my name is Sovia Swift, your host and mistress of ceremony.
Sovia Swift posed before the in-studio audience and the cameras, a wide smile on her face. She was a pink-skinned succubus with a pair of large demon wings coming off of her back, a long whipping and playful tail jutting out between her lower back and ass crack, and she had a pair of curling black demonic horns coming from her forehead. Today, Sovia wore a pair of bright purple sequin pants, some open-toed heels, and a tasteful white blouse with a slightly drooping neckline. Her hair was long, black, and had slight magenta sheen to it. Sovia's eyes were lavender-colored. The in-studio crowd consisted of various kinds of monsters, ranging from all kinds of species. The centerpiece of the set was a pair of sectioned-off areas. On one side was a single chair, where today's contestant would be seated, and in the adjacent section, there were 3 chairs. That section was where the dreamy bachelors, bachelorettes, or other dateable entities would sit and try to garner the contestants' favor. Neither sections could see one another and could only flirt with their voices. Sovia gestured to the 3 contestants, who were all cast in shadowy darkness.
Today, we have a trio of delicious lovelies to compete for the attention of our stunning bachelorette. And I have to say, I'm tempted to take you all for myself. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, let's meet Bachelor number 1.
The spotlight above the first contestant flashed on. A smaller creature sat cross-legged in the chair, and by appearance was a demon just like Sovia. He had dark red skin, a pair of demonic wings and a flicking tail, and also a pair of smaller horns coming from his head. The imp had a well-groomed brown mustache and goatee, slicked back brown hair, and a pair of red irises. He wore a pair of expensive brown loafers, some dark blue pants, a light yellow buttoned-up shirt, a blue 2-button jacket, and a bright yellow tie.
Bachelor number 1 is named Tragan, and he works as an accountant under the infamous Gregnar the Doomsinger at the dungeon, the Maze of Sorrows. Tragan loves lavish extra-dimensional vacations, ancient magic rituals, and aspires to become a dungeon boss himself one day. Aspirational. Welcome, Bachelor number 1.
How are you doing, Sovia? Glad to be here, and glad to see ya.
Next up, we have Bachelor number 2. His name is Bon. Bon is a centaur who loves roughing it out in the outdoors, camping, and, if you can believe it, he doesn't use shampoo. He works as a B-ranked monster protecting the Forest of the Thunder Lilies.
The light above Bachelor number 2 illuminated, and it revealed a centaur, sitting on a plush pink pillow between the other 2 contestants' chairs. His massive horse body easily made him taller and wider than many other monsters. Bon's humanoid half was muscular, with a pair of well-toned arms. Tattoos covered his shoulders, biceps, and forearms. His hair was long and fabulous. Bon had a well-groomed close beard and mustache.
What's up? Glad to be here.
I have to say, you have great hair.
Yeah, thanks. Shampoo's bad for your hair, so I use a co-wash. You should too.
Right. And last but certainly not least, our 3rd contestant, Bachelorette number 2, since number 1 is going to be on that side.
The light over the 3rd contestant came on, revealing a 4-armed woman with light blue skin, beautiful black hair and a pair of stunning gray eyes. She wore a super cute skirt made from murder hobo arms, a purple crop top shirt, and she was barefoot. Her fingernails and toenails were painted light purple. Both sets of hands were held together in her lap.
Bachelorette number 2 is named Jada. She works as an S-ranked monster and a junior boss in the Temple of the Fallen Sun. She enjoys jazzercise, intimate massage, and slaying demons and infidels. So, I can't decide whether or not I'm scared of you or if I want to ravage you here and now.
Why not both? Oh, the things I could do to you.
Oh, wow. With all those hands. Okay, on that note, let's bring out today's lucky bachelorette. She has been sitting in a zone of silence, so she has no idea who she's going to meet today. Let's bring out Tima!
The crowd cheered, and suddenly, a headless woman walked out from behind the scenes. She held her head in her hands, right at the base of her stomach, as if it were a ball. Tima's body was about 5'6". She was wearing a mauve-colored sweater, a pair of tan-colored capris, and some open-toed sandals. She had a pixie-cut hairstyle, but her hair was red. She had freckles on her cheeks, and she had vibrant green eyes.
Meet Tima! She's a super sweet and super shy Doulahan lass who really loves horseback riding, wineries, and playing fun video games. Tima works as an S-ranked monster in the Lost Glade of the Witch Queen. Welcome, Tima!
Oh, hello there. I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, you're so adorable! I just want to wrap you up and be your first for everything.
Well, wow.
Okay, hun, why don't you just sit down in that chair over there, and then you can ask our lovely contestants questions. They'll try to woo you, and at the end, you'll choose your date.
Tima walked over to her side, where the single chair was set. Right beside the chair was a small end table with a stack of cards on it.
Okay, now, right beside you, Tima, is the list of fun questions we had you come up with. Let's start off with Bachelor number 1. Say hello to Tima.
Hello there, Tima, baby.
Hi there.
Bachelor number 2, what say you?
Hey, great to meet you.
Oh, hi.
And Bachelorette number 2.
Pleasure to hear you, Tima. One of them is a girl?
You specified you're bisexual in your application. I hope it's fine that we included both.
Oh, it's more than fine. Hi, Bachelorette number 2.
Okay. Tima, I'll turn it over to you. Ask questions, darling, and they will answer. Let the fun begin.
Okay. Bachelor number 1. You and I are guarding a dungeon room, and a party of murder hobos comes to fight us. What special skills or abilities do you use in helping slaughtering them?
Well, first of all, I would use my magic to turn invisible and then sneak up behind them. While they're distracted with you, I dominate one of their minds and turn their friends into foes.
How cunning. Bachelor number 2, same question?
I like to get up really close and personal. My favorite weapon is the glaive, and my favorite thing to do? Run down murder hobos and chop them to pieces.
Oh, Oh, do you like to be mounted, too? I love trampling murder hobos. The look on their faces when they realize their doom is sealed.
I also love it when they try to scramble away.
Me too. Bachelorette number 2, we've just finished a long day of working at our respective dungeons, and we're finally hanging out at home. What would you do to make me feel relaxed and extra special?
Well, from one S-ranked monster to another, I know how worn out we can get. I would start off by laying you down and giving you a caressing full body massage. After your body was nice and soothed, I'd shampoo and condition your hair with a scalp massage.
Shampoo is bad for your hair.
Don't interrupt me. I was talking to Tima. How does all that sound, my dear?
It sounds wonderful.
Whew. Yeah, it does.
Wow. Okay, Bachelor number 1. It's our anniversary. Yay, us. So, what did you get me as a present?
I would take you on an all-expense-paid trip to somewhere you've never been but always wanted to go. We'd stay in 5-star resorts, eat the best food, and see all the sights.
Oh, that sounds fun. Well, where is your favorite place to vacation?
There is a great dimension that has a country called Corrine. They have the best food. You ever tried Corinian food?
I haven't, but I bet it's really yummy. Bachelor number 2, where would you take me to on our first date?
Well, since you're into horseback riding, I'd take you on some of the forest trails I know. We could talk about our hopes, dreams, and goals. And then maybe have a picnic over a scenic view.
You like horseback riding?
I am horseback riding.
What does that mean? Oh, wait, are you a centaur?
All day, every day.
Oh, wow. Bachelorette number 2, you mentioned you're an S-ranked monster. Did you always want to be in dungeon security? Or did you ever want to do anything else?
When I was a little girl, I wanted to dedicate my life to being a wellness lifestyle guru. I actually started a side business where I provide consulting to monsters needing to mitigate their stress levels. If I ever decide to leave dungeon security, I can do that full-time.
How ambitious of you.
All right, we have time for one final question for each contestant. Make them good, Tima.
Okay. Bachelor number 1. Have you ever cheated in a past relationship?
Well, you see, it wasn't really my fault. I was...
Bachelor number 2. I'm having a bad day. How do you cheer me up?
Ooh, ouch. Poor Bachelor number 1. Someone call a healer. There may be internal bleeding.
I would take you to your favorite winery and we'd watch the sunset.
Aw, that sounds nice. I can be a bit of a lush.
A lush? What? Tima, you and I need to be best friends and hit up some wine trails. I know some great ones in the deepest parts of hell.
That sounds fun. I've heard hell has some great port wines. Bachelorette number 2. We're in a relationship. How do you show me you care?
Let's see. I would cook you a special dinner and pair it with some of your favorite dishes, but also introduce you to some of mine. After our splendid meal, you and I would play video games together. We'd finish the night by cuddling and kissing.
Oh, wow.
Sovia stepped out into the open and posed for the in-studio audience and the cameras.
When we get back, Tima will choose one of these eligible suitors to accompany her on an all-expense-paid trip to exotic Nymphia. Stay tuned!